promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. Not many of the people in the division hit like them. Through the hook, didn't land. There's a right hand. So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening bell rings.
You have some fighters that are big show, big arena fighters, and they bask in this, they love this, they are born for this. You have other fighters where this would be like the rabbit in the headlights.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. He takes that jab. And he closed the show. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure. Right punch. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. This fight could move. There's the bell to start round two. A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be honest. You've got to be honest. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Nope, that hook won't score. He parries that left jab away. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Got him with a left jab. This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Right hook just missed. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. This one could go either way. Every round is so important.
So important. The referee's got to do his fight right. He's got to judge this right. He's got to do his job right.
Who will be buzzed first? These two were made for each other. Nice punch. These fighters have the conditioning to go the distance, no problem. They also have the power to end this with one punch.
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Trying to answer back. How did he absorb that hook? There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics sometimes to show that.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. This fight is closer than 2 pages. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? He just misses with that jab. He blocks that right hook. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when he catch you.
He prevents that left uppercut from scoring. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. With the left jab. And he fails to score with that left hook. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. This one could go either way. Every round is so important.
That was super tight. I dread being a judge.
He's going to be the first one to get caught. Pensacola's finest is down.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Both men step back for just a moment. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
And he finished the job. That left lands. You can see his legs have given out a little bit. He's got to start firing back. It looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. Not much to write home about in that round, huh, Johnny?
Come on, give him a break.
This is the beginning of round 6. He knows that right hand's coming and still can't do anything about it. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Oh, and he caught him with an uppercut. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. He didn't take that jab well at all. Only catching air with that hook. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, someone can take you out with a simple jab. It can be intimidating, just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Who's winning this fight right now? I have no... Which fighter's going to get clipped first? Good punch. Defense here at all. Oh, and he caught him there with a right hook. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
When you've got a fast fighter, they will cut you to ribbons, and they know it's a matter of time before either you get desperate or the referee jumps in and saves you. This is a natural gift.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Oh, and he caught him with a stiff jab. Fantastic punch. he misses with that jab. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. He got buckled again. The knee's buckled. He's still on his feet, though. Tremendous heart. He was in trouble for it. This fight could not be any closer, could it? And there's the bell for round 8. Fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed, they're confident, they know they just have to quick burst, boom! In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed, and that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
Good left hand. Oh, and there he caught him with a stiff jab. Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in the fight. They've got to relax.
Caught him there with a right hook. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. I don't know which fighter who will be buzzed first. Jab. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see 2 boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
The problem with having a chin that everybody knows if they hit you, you're hurt, you're gone. You've got to protect that, but you've also got to get your shots off. And they forget, you can bang too.
Good right jab. Can they figure out the combination to this safe? The right hook can't miss. They score again with the left hand. He's going for the finish. And down goes Jones Jr.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond. There's the bell to start round 10. Oh, and they just got their bell rung. score with that left hand. Coming back to life now, starting to land some punches. One of these fighters is starting to run out of gas. What do you do as a fighter when you just don't have the energy?
What can they change? They can change their attitude. They can change their nervous system for a certain amount of punches per round. Because otherwise, if they deviate from the game plan, they're going to be shattered once again and the fight will be over.
These two are the perfect dance partners. Stumbling around. Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout victory.
A knockout victory? That is, Todd, did you see the shot? That's not a knockout, that's an assassination. What a shot!